This is how to improve your employability while social distancing with Queen's Careers, Employability and Skills. Since the start of the UK's lockdown period and subsequent message to stay home, it may seem that certain aspects of life have been suspended. However, data provided by High Flyers Research confirms that 80% of all recruitment and selection is either still continuing or was completed before the lockdown. 79% of job offers were continuing to be made or had already been made. 57% of employers are planning to recruit the same number of graduates as originally planned, and 2% are actually planning to increase their number. 34% of employers have switched their work experience to online. So now is not the time to be complacent. So what can you do to improve your employability while still having to maintain social distancing? First things first, let's update your CV. Have a look at what you've got at the moment. Are there any gaps? Are any sections stronger than others? So for example, do you have a really brilliant education section, but your work experience isn't so fantastic? Do you have lots of interest and achievements, but how do you put that down to a key skill section? Think as well, is it appropriate for the sector you want to work in? So different sectors are looking for different skill sets. So make sure that you are tailoring your CV every time to the sector, to the job that you want to go for. Put your CV through VMOC, then book in for a CV check with a careers consultant to discuss the results. Now is the time to make it ready to show an employer. Have a document that shows you at the best ability you can and put it in front of the person you want to work for. While you've done your CV, have a look at your online profile. So Google your name and click on images as well. So what would an employer find if they searched for you? Update your social media accounts. Check your settings as well. Make sure you haven't been tagged in anything you wouldn't want an employer to see. You can change your settings so you are notified before you're tagged in anything. So that's quite useful if there's many pictures of a night out. Are your profile photos and your usernames appropriate? Think of your Snapchats, think of your Twitter handles. Is everything going to be okay? Do you need to join Instagram? Do you need to start a blog? Start and follow industry professionals on YouTube and set notifications for updates and new content. It's a really good way to stay up to date with what's current and what's fresh. You should have a LinkedIn account. It's your CV online. They should both be up to date and they should be matching. Like any free to use social media platform, you are the product. So now is the time to build your own brand. You can view the career paths of alumni from your course. So join Queen's and follow them, then go and look at the alumni and you can find out what they studied, where they are in the world now, what sector they're working in, and the company they're working for. It's a really good way to get ideas of where people have used the skills they've gained. You can find jobs, you can follow companies to find information, and it's a really useful way to keep in touch with people from internships or placements. You don't need to be Facebook friends, but you could be LinkedIn friends. Keep this up to date as well. When you go into LinkedIn to look for someone, you can see their activity. So make sure that you're posting, following regularly. Now is also a good time to research your chosen sector. Know your chosen sector inside out. This is a really good time to know the key people, know any recent policy or legislative changes, and do a SWOT analysis on the sector. What are its strengths? What are its weaknesses? Opportunities and threats. Do maybe a pestle analysis as well. This is really good preparation for interviews because they will be asking you what do you know and about your passion for the sector. And again, use the research career options using the alumni tool in LinkedIn. Now is a good time as well to become an expert in your subject. Do you remember the reading guide you got from your course when you started with the essential list and they recommended after? Now it's time to get all the extra reading done. You can also get a head start in next year's modules as well if you have an idea of what you would like to look at. And if there's a textbook, you're going to have time to your head around. This is the time that you can become an expert in a particular thing if you're thinking of a dissertation or a project in the future or something you'd like to continue into further postgraduate study. It doesn't even have to be academic. Set a reading list for yourself. So find someone you admire, find someone in an area you'd like to be in and see if you can see what they're reading. So listen to audiobooks as well. Listen to TED Talks, listen to podcasts. Start and follow blogs and publications of eminent people in your field. Find out what they're doing, find out what excites them, and get yourself up to date and ready to go. This is a good time to build your network as well. So you can attend virtual events and webinars. Nice thing at the moment is because it doesn't have to be geographically close to you to attend. You can attend events all over the world. Be an option to connect with a mentor. Make sure you're able to post, follow, comment on what people are doing as well. So this is a time to reach out and build that network. It's also time to get experience. Volunteer online or check local media for opportunities. Show you're being active. What have you done with your time during lockdown? So NHS volunteer responders are still looking for people. Volunteer Now has a really good website as well for opportunities. A lot of charities and businesses will be looking for phone and email support, website and social media maintenance as well. So this is still a time to build on your CV. What about learning a new skill an employer could actually use? You might be fantastic at banana bread at the minute, but is it going to really work when you need to put it on your CV? So try and master new technology. Are you confident with Microsoft Teams? Can you use Zoom? Create a list of IT you want to be able to demonstrate on your CV. So for example, would you ever try coding? Something that you can find a course online and put yourself through. Might also be a time to brush up on your GCSE French or your Spanish. Maybe you did sign language. Something that you can put down as a skill an employer would use. When you think of employability skills, we put them into 5 main groups. We ask employers what they want from our students, and this is what they come back. So under cognitive or intellectual skills, they're saying things like problem solving, applying your subject knowledge and understanding. In your professional attitudes, your communication skills. And now this is going to be communication online and through video chat. What about your teamwork skills? Interpersonal and leadership skills. How could you evidence these on a CV? Technical skills, using modern technology and being comfortable with IT skills. These are things that you can start and try and get some courses, get them on CV. Business organizational skills. What is your commercial awareness like? What are your business communication skills like? And cultural awareness. Maybe it's foreign languages. Maybe it's finding out more about cultural awareness and other cultures as well. So this is important to have. You could also take this time to self-reflect. So take time to figure out more about yourself and how you work best. Maybe take a Myers-Briggs assessment. So find out how you problem solve and how you view the world. Do a skills analysis. Identify your strengths, identify areas that you need to improve on. What about working out your learning style? Are you a visual person? Are you an auditory person? What's the best way for you to work within a team? Find out what you're passionate about that you could put in an interest and achievement section and talk about when you get to interview. What would really get you excited to talk about? This is how you build rapport with an employer. And it can be something that it doesn't have to be reading, it doesn't have to be watching TV, something that's going to be a conversation starter in an interview. There are so many ways to get connected at the moment and so many things that can help build your knowledge. Use this time now to invest in yourself. If you want some more ideas, you can check out our webpage. We have lots of information about the recruitment process and who's still hiring at the moment. If you go to the top right-hand corner, it says more options. There's a drop-down menu, and you can search for ideas by school or by sector. If you get really stuck, log on to My Future. You can send us an e-guidance query. You can make an appointment for a CV check, for a careers consultation as well. We are there to help you at the moment. So please don't be getting stressed. Thank you very much.